Hello everyone, and today I am going to be giving an in-depth look and review and my thoughts on the Winter Chalet from American Girl. This product was available from 2012 to 2014, but I got it yesterday from my local Once Upon a Child for $25. This product retailed for $150, so yes, that is a $125 discount. I am incredibly excited about this. It's really cool. When I was a kid, I wanted this. I never asked for it because I knew it was too big and I knew I wouldn't get it. So I never asked for it, but I definitely wanted it as a kid. I definitely was like, man, I kind of want that. So first we'll go on a tour of the features. If you look right here, there's a thing you cannot see. There is a little chimney, and it's a faux chimney. It doesn't actually have like a hole in it or anything. It's just painted black on the top of that piece. It's got this cute little arch detailing here. You've got the roof detailing, sort of this shingly. It's sort of meant to represent like a little winter ski lodge type thing. They call it a chalet. Faux wood paneling here. The floor is this faux wood grain. We have the fireplace. There is a wreath that comes with it that I am missing, and I'm also missing the mug that comes with it. But I did get the red bench. The red bench came with it, which is super awesome because that's like an iconic part of the set. But there is a wreath that goes there. I found it on eBay. I just don't want to order it just yet. I don't have the money. So instead I have this little stocking that I tied for Christmas. And that's going to be pretty difficult to get back on, so we'll put that back on later. It's got the faux fireplace right over here, and there's even a little rock detailing right here. You can see that there. And then there's a little poster that says Winter Fun with some ice skaters and some skiers, and it's not removable or anything, but it is like, it does stick out a little bit. It's just like super glued on there. Then there's this pretty red bench, which looks really adorable. This one has a few wears and tears, but it's just one of those sturdy, nice pieces of American Girl furniture. And then that's what it looks like without the bench. And then there's even a little window. And hopefully you'll be able to see. I can shut the shutters, and I can also open the shutters. There's a tiny window. And you can see through it. There's a little screen on it. I love the window. I don't know what it is, but that window is adorable. And now there we go. Now for the absolute best part of this chalet, which requires, it's the best and worst part. Gotta find it, and ta-da! The fireplace turns on. I wish there was a way to get to it. I have considered trying to find a safe way to dismantle it, because I'd love to be able to pull that fireplace out and use it somewhere else. But I think it's all pretty securely in here. You can't take off this grate, and I'm assuming you couldn't do anything unless you completely remove unless you completely take it apart. So whenever this came out and people started reviewing it, I think one of the things people complained about was the size of it. I will say that in terms of scale, I think this could be a little bigger. This is relatively small, and I sort of consider this as a little piece of what you could imagine to be a full house. Obviously this is not a doll house or anything, but it could be a little piece of a room, and you can imagine the whole rest of the chalet or ski lodge connecting onto it. And if they made pieces, they could have done that. They could have made a modular system, sold them all, and similar to, not Caroline's Parlor, but if they had sold each part of Caroline's Parlor separately. A lot of people complained about space because of this angled roof. You can't fit a ton of dolls in here, and that is true, but I will say you can fit 2 dolls in here, and the way you do it is you have one doll sort of over in this area, and then you have another doll. This is Leica, and you put her right here. And that is how you fit 2 dolls in there. It is a bit of a squeeze, and I guess you could put a 3rd doll in here if you wanted. Actually, here, let me take out the bench and see. But the reason that I really like this is because you see here I am propping my dolls up against the sides of this. And this is how most of my dolls spend most of their time. I lean them against things because as many doll beds and doll furniture and accessories as I have, they don't spend a ton of time there because I take them out and I play with them and I'm doing things with them. So having a nice pretty thing like this to lean my dolls against, basically, having a nice pretty thing to like have them stand in is really, really nice. I can't put Brooklyn in here because she does not have an outfit at the moment. Here we go. Okay, so see, we've got 3 dolls. But I will say that in terms of scale, I do think it could be just a little bit bigger because it does look a little wonky. When you consider, like, the fact that if I move this here, it does look a little wonky when you consider the fact that, like, this mantle type thing is up at Melody's wrist, which just seems really small. I feel like this whole thing, I don't know, like I said, it could just be a little bit taller, like maybe if it hit here or here, I feel like that might be good, but it also is probably modeled off other fireplaces and hearths and things of that nature. It is really stinking cute, though, but I would never buy this for full retail price. I would never buy this for full retail price, and even if you find out a resale value, it's also incredibly heavy. It is incredibly heavy, and if you ever buy this online, shipping is just going to be absolutely monstrous. So I definitely recommend trying to find it locally resale. And one thing I also wish is that the button for the fireplace was not all the way in the back. Now, I understand why they did this, because the fire's right there, and if you put the button, like, on the front panel or on the sides, it would be a lot of wires and a lot of time and money, and nobody wants to do that. But having to reach all the way back there to turn it on is a bit of a pain, just because this is so tall, but it's also not tall enough. I think I remember some people saying that they were mad that the doll wheelchair couldn't really fit in it. It's not really meant to, like, completely encase your dolls. It's not a dollhouse. It's just sort of a display piece. And, displaying is what I do best. So, I really like the Winter Chalet. I don't think it should be in everyone's collection. Why is there that mark? I don't know. This was used. I do not think this piece should be in everyone's collection, because I think that some people, the way they play with their dolls, some people are definitely going to have problems with it. Some people won't have a use for it. But for me specifically, I think it's a really awesome piece. And if you spend a lot of time just having your dolls stand around, and if you spend a lot of time leaning your dolls up against things and stacking them in pyramid formations, I highly recommend this piece. So thank you all so much for watching.